Hey, hey.
Hey, what's going on? We got some patriotic flag action here.
Like that, huh?
I do.
It's either that one or is this one. There you go.
I like the first one.
All right. Me too. Good evening, everybody. I swear, dude, I literally just walked in the door 10 minutes ago.
So, I went to the eye doctor at the beginning of the month, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, picked out glasses. And, hey, Hippo. And went and picked up the glasses. And I'm driving around, and you know how when you're driving down the road, you just kind of, and this on the left side, that side view mirror, you just kind of glance over to view at it. You don't move your whole head.
Yeah.
You can glance. The right one, you got to move your head to look at. So I'm glancing. I'm like, why the hell is that thing so blurry?
What's up, David Lee?
Well,
Sabertooth.
they gave me the progressive lenses, so there was no line for the bifocal, and
Okay.
it went all the way up to the side of the glasses
Because
for the bifocal.
they've got different grades of how high they go up and all. Yeah. Sabertooth, what's up, Oscar? How you doing, buddy?
So I wasn't a fan of that. So I went in and I said, yeah, I don't like it. So they ordered me other ones. So I said, let's just do it the way that I have it. Low stickers on the side. I'm fine with it. So they remake my lenses. I go and I pick them up. And I'm sitting there talking to the guy. I'm like, so let me tell you what's going on here. He's like, well, what's up? I said, when I look at red lights, there's 4 of them. Same thing with yellow. Green's not so bad. There's only like 2 of them. I said, when I see a sign down the road, I said, I can make it out because I know the shapes of the letters. And I can kind of guess what it says for the most part.
Okay.
But I said, it's blurry as all hell.
Hey, Nadia. Me too.
I said, I don't actually see the sign until I'm like 10 feet on top of it. Then I can read it.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the doctor wasn't there. So I had to go back on Tuesday. And they ran me through the whole eye test all over again, put me in is 1 or 2 better, 2 or 3? First off, I hate that game because I can't tell the difference between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. They all look the same to me.
Some of them are pretty close. Yes.
So I'm like,
Brenda. Hi, Brenda.
I'm like, I hate this damn game. I don't know which one's better or not. I said, you choose for me. Because they all look alike to me. So anyways, she's like, well, let me try something with your glasses on. She reaches, opens her drawer, and she's got all like these little lens things, and she picks 2 out, and she goes like this. And I'm like, oh my God, I can see. She goes, yeah, your prescription has changed dramatically from when you were in here on whatever it was, the 2nd or the 3rd or whenever I actually got in there.
So just from a few weeks, your prescription changed.
Yeah. And so I'm, first off, you're in your 50s. I'm in my 50s. Well, I think you're in your 50s.
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, you are.
Just move on.
You're like 51. Anyways.
Sounds good to me.
So anyways, I'm calling the 50s fall apart 50s. Because literally, that's when you start falling the fuck apart.
So your prescription got worse from the time you got your first initial exam.
Yeah, my
either that or they didn't do it right. That's possible too. Yeah,
that's entirely possible too. So from the fingers to the eyes, it didn't change that much, but the far-sided thing, it changed quite a bit, just in a couple of weeks. And I'm like, well, is it really? I mean, can it do that? And she goes, oh yeah, it can. And I had a different eye doctor the second time around. And I told her, I'm like, well, it might be, my friend told me I might have diabetes, and because that can screw with your vision. And she she says it can, but not this drastic. I said, so what would cause it? She goes, it's a fact of life. She says, it can change that drastically overnight. I'm like, wow. So yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with this whole entire month was my damn eyes. And if I plop them out and put some new ones in, I probably would at this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're listening to the Van Miller Eyeglass Chronicles.
Yeah.
So what happened? So whatever happened. So whatever happened then.
Okay. So let's see. Today's Tuesday.
Let's put an end to the story. What is the status now?
The status now is I went in Tuesday, so yesterday.
Because everybody's interested. Oh no, just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the status now is they are remaking my glasses for a third time. Hopefully this time with the correct vision. And I told the guy, I said, I don't want the high definition glasses. I don't want the progressive shit. Just give me my glasses with my little stickers on it. I don't care if people can see lines and know that I have bifocals. I don't give a rat's ass. Just give me some shit I can see out of. So with Sunday being a holiday, so they're going to observe it on Monday. So I probably won't have glasses until Wednesday next week, is my guess.
Oh, man. Well, at least you're getting it taken care of before you start this new job.
Well, this is true. Well, I've never liked driving that much at night anyway. But, if you can't see and you're driving at night, you're SOL.
Yeah. All righty, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I plan to play some music, some YouTube stuff. So
music.
I'm gonna guess that they're gonna block it or delete the video. So I'm not counting on this thing sticking around. So those of you that are here watching.
Oh, so that's why you let me ramble, because this one's not going to stick around. Well, aren't you just an asshole?
No, we're all interested. We care about you, man. We care about your health. So, but because of the music, they might kill the show and they might delete it. I'm not going to fight it. Right? I just feel like playing some stuff to somebody I want to recognize and remember. A friend of mine who's no longer around.
Who?
I'll tell you in a minute. We'll get there.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds want to know about Bill Cosby.
He's suing. He's going to walk away with $65 million.
So some technicality, right?
Well, yeah, the first prosecutor that was prosecuting him said he wasn't going to prosecute him if he told him everything he did. So Bill just let it rip, just like old men let them farts rip. He just let it rip. Told him everything. And here comes, I'm just fresh out of college. I got my first job, prosecutor guy, and I'm going to prosecute a high-profile case. And he does. And it gets overturned. So little dude right out of college, prosecutor, he's just SOL.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's going to lose his job. Bill Cosby's going to sue. He's going to walk away with $100 million.
So, for those of you who don't know, Bill Cosby was let out of prison today. His sentence was over. His conviction was overturned.
Yeah, wasn't he given like 20 years to life or something, or 25 years?
Here, Bill Cosby's sex assault conviction was overturned by Pennsylvania's highest court. Shonda is not happy about this. She's in Pennsylvania. The court said Wednesday that it found an agreement with a previous prosecutor that prevented him from being charged in the case. So what happened with that agreement they made, or evidence that was there or not there, basically calling some of the victims, their evidence was not strong.
Well, their evidence was Bill's Crosby. Crosby. I like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
He let the cat out the bag. He talked about everything he did, to who he did, and everything. So then, this thing is LASIK's not an option because I've already had it, and they can't fine tune me. But I did enjoy the hell out of it when I had it. So what they did now is, it was the fifth. I plead the fifth thing, the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah.
Because he spoke about it, so you can't convict yourself. And that's what ultimately boiled down to this whole situation.
I agree.
I agree too, Brenda.
Including Epstein, including what's the other guy from Hollywood? I can't think of his name right now. Abel Vela.
What's up, Abes?
He's joining us tonight.
What's going on, fellas?
We're going to talk a little trash on some of these celebrities. Who was not Jeffrey Epstein, the guy from Hollywood?
Oh, the producer guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name? He was big back in the 70s when he was doing all that crap.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yep,
right?
that's it.
Right? I think so.
That's it. Yep, Harvey. Old Harvey.
Yep, that's it. Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, you had to turn your light on? What? You didn't want to be left in the dark over there?
It's because I'm starting to blend in, man, with the dark. You know, I've been spending all these days out in the light. And
boom, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Bill Cosby, here, I was reading this story here. The disgraced actor has served more than 2 years of a 3 to 10 year sentence. 3 to 10 years. At a state near Philadelphia. He vowed to serve all 10 years rather than acknowledge any remorse over the 2004 encounter. So this conviction was from the Andrea Constant trial. He's 83 years old. Once beloved. He was a cool dad on TV. Remember the Huxtables?
Oh, he was. I loved him in those Jell-O commercials.
And yeah, me too. He did stand-up comedy a long time ago, and he was funny. He was funny.
He was really funny.
He was convicted of drugging and molesting the Temple University employee at his suburban estate. The former Cosby Show star was charged in late 2015. Then a prosecutor armed with newly unsealed evidence, Cosby's damaging deposition from her lawsuit, ordered his arrest just days before the 12-year statute of limitations expired. Isn't that convenient?
Days before
the statute of limitations was going to kick in, and he gets
just when he thought he was about to get away with it.
Basically. Yep. The trial judge had allowed just one other accuser to testify at Cosby's first trial when the jury deadlocked. However, he then allowed 5 other accusers to testify at the retrial, and that's when he got busted. So, new evidence came out. It was always there. It's not evidence. It's somebody's testimony, his own testimony with the investigators, that a deal that was made, but it never went anywhere. And it's a technicality. It's like, well, it's kind of like they didn't read him his Miranda rights. You know, when somebody doesn't read you, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Doesn't that just piss you off when the cops don't do that to you and they got to let you go?
Right. So that happened.
Because they always do that.
It wasn't the Miranda rights reading, but it was a step in the due process that somebody didn't follow. And guess what? Now they had no choice but to let him out. Wait, what was too harsh? Nope. Hey, Marisa, how are you? Welcome.
What, Marisa?
Glad you can make it. Breakfast tomorrow. All right.
Ooh. Swedish pancakes for me.
Not happy with the Cosby and Brittany case whatsoever. That's another one. Brittany needs to leave Brittany alone. Give her money back. Give her control of her things.
Let the crazy woman do whatever the hell she wants to do.
Yeah, she's whatever.
If she want to have another kid, let her have another goddamn kid. I mean, she can afford it.
But that's a different topic too. So we'll get to that too. Not credible, they said, but only because of the statute of limitations. Well, that was the first thing. There was some deal struck, and because of some evidence that they would not be able to try the case, and it was not presented for some reason until a couple of days ago. Hey, Christina, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Glad you could be here. So, yeah, Cosby's out. Somebody said kill Cosby. Well, I'm not going to say that. But I understand, some of these people should be off the planet. They don't need to be around.
Personally, I believe if you rape somebody, you should have your holy trinity removed from you.
Yeah, I mean, if you rape and murder somebody, you should be castrated or killed, or both.
First, I think you should be raped, and then you should be castrated.
Rape the rapist, and then castrate him, and then kill him.
So then, according to the law, he didn't commit this crime, or what is it?
If I understand this right, some of the victims are not credible, not believable.
Well,
so I got another
tough situation, dude. Like I told you, when I worked with the attorney for a while, there was a lot of these crazy cases, man, and a lot of them always turned out to be just the ex. But this is a whole different story. This is celebrity versus just a nobody.
Yeah.
And it was like the ex throwing out some shade because she was mad that she found out some crap about the guy.
Yeah, that's happened too.
And then, like, really, at the end, they would come out. I'd say, 6 out of 10 times they would come out and say, "Okay, man, I made the story up."
Yeah.
And whatever. But this is different, right? Because it is the publicity to it is way, way different.
Yeah, I was watching a Law and Order episode a couple days ago, and this some kind of professor or teacher he was. I want to say art teacher, I can't remember. Talent teacher, this black professor. All of a sudden, he's accused of molesting this kid, and then another kid comes forward, and then another kid comes forward.
Oh, that was the one with Billy Porter.
Is that Billy Porter?
Yeah.
And it turned out they were pissed off because he didn't pick one of the girls or didn't recommend her for a talent show or something like that she was on TV.
Yeah, like a really high profile, like America Got Talent type thing.
Yes. So the girl got angry that she wasn't selected, and she came up with this thing to start to accuse him of molestation and stuff, and damn near probably ruined his career. And that's messed up to do that.
It's that's a scary thing, and I go back to that, and that's one thing that I did pick up from there. I can tell you 6 out of 10 of those guys, they were locked up in jail because their bond was set so high that they couldn't just say, "I'm going to pay my bond and fight from out."
Yeah.
So they would have to wait for trial in jail until 3-4 months later they'll be like, "Hey, okay, yeah, you're not guilty. We're sorry."
Yeah.
Try to go back and live a normal life after the whole town sees you as a pervert and your job left you and everybody's talking crap about you. It's crazy.
So I don't think I'm pretty sure he did not admit to anything at all, nor did he feel sorry. He said it was consensual. They said he drugged them. So kind of a he said, she said kind of thing. But he never felt bad on any of them. He never showed remorse. He even said it. "I'm not going to apologize." He was very defiant. Chris, what's up? How you doing, Chris? Just did some research, and 10 out of 10 of the deadliest cities in the U.S. are run by Democrats. This is a fact.
Say it isn't true.
Numbers don't lie, but people are so brainwashed by the treasonous one-sided news. This is a fact. This is factual. Anybody can go look this up. Look at the FBI statistics. It's there, and it's real. Give a Republican a chance. It can't get any worse. And hey, Chicago's not even in the top 10 with 845 murders in Cook County alone. One single county. That's the county where Chicago sits in.
Yep. Every weekend, there's at least anywhere from 50 to 120 shootings and deaths in the city of Chicago every weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. And now I think New York is surpassing that. Now that they've defunded part of that, and a lot of police have retired, they're short-staffed, and there's crimes being committed. They have this no arrest thing where people, you can go into a Walgreens or CVS, shoplift, steal whatever you want. You don't even got to run out the store. You can just walk out. They will not chase you. They will let you go.
Wow.
How do you like them apples?
CVS?
So let's say one of the 10 cities, 500 people were killed in each one last year. That's 5,000 lives lost. Not by a hunter, not by a homeowner. He's right. It is bad. Looks like you got some sun there, Abel. Abel's got the farmer's tan almost.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Marisa says,
white I am.
There you go.
Look at that white gun. Look at that gun.
Look at how white I am, compared to my face.
Brenda said, "I don't mean to kill him, but yeah, somebody needs to do something." And you know what? And something may happen.
I mean, I do believe 100% in the the whole trials and everything that they have, and if it's a conviction, it's a conviction, and if for some reason they find it that they need to turn it because, hey, we didn't have enough evidence, it was against the law what we did, then all right, overturn it. But at the same time, if new evidence comes up and they say, hey, you know what, we got the correct evidence, you're going back. So that would be great, if they were to it is what it is. Fair.
Nadia, I can play that. I'll play that in a minute over here. Sorry for being inappropriate. My Cosby comment got reported. No way. Did it really?
Wow.
People don't report those comments. God, it's just she didn't mean that like that. Please.
Well,
I hope nobody in here reported it because I certainly didn't.
No, I think what it was is the word killing, and that's like one of those words that Facebook looks for.
Next to Cosby.
Next to anybody. They'll flag it, and then they'll read it, and then they'll, it's one of that type things. But speaking of shooting, over the weekend, blind and all that I was.
Oh, speaking of, we're talking about the word kill or whatever. I watched that podcaster Bailey Sarian, the lady who does her makeup while she's telling crime stories.
Oh yeah.
And whenever she's telling these stories, the word kill, the word rape, the word sex, they get bleeped out.
Well,
just the word, even the word sex.
She has it that way.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to get at all censored or brought down.
Censored, and also like YouTube probably demonetizes when you use certain words.
Yeah, probably. So watch one of hers and you'll notice that. Anyway, you were going to say something about.
Yeah, so over the weekend, blind and all that I was still able to qualify for my concealed carry.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Blind as a bat and everything, huh?
Well, I've actually trained myself to shoot without glasses. Just because, if somebody breaks into your house, the first thing you're not going to grab is your glasses, and the second thing your firearm. You just don't do that. So, I taught myself to shoot without glasses on. So, it came in handy.
Wow,
it came in handy. I was only supposed to get 21 in the target out of the 30 shooting. I actually got 28 out of 30, so I was impressed.
Nice.
Don't break into Bam's house.
And it was a nice little grouping, too. It was a nice grouping.
Again, if you get a shotgun, then, you need your glasses less.
Yeah.
Well, this is true. But, you just shoot for the big blurry section.
Yeah. If you need a home defense weapon, sawed-off shotgun is the way to go. Most of the time, you can say, "Who's in the house?" And once they hear, they're gone. If they're smart, they'll just run right out.
Oh, yeah.
You won't even have to fire a shot. Juan Carlos, what's your opinion about Matt Getz and his allegations of paying for sex with a minor since it crossed state lines is considered You know what? It is sex trafficking. If you cross state lines and you did that, that is not good for him.
Well, wait a second. Sex with a minor, what state is that actually legal in?
That's disgusting.
Oh, it is disgusting.
Yeah, no, I know you know that, but I'm just saying. I'm expressing it to you.
Well, and I back that opinion 1,000%. But first of all, I'd like to know what state, if any, it was legal in.
I don't think it's legal anywhere in this country.
No.
Okay, well, that's what I was hoping for. But when he said allegations of paying for sex with a minor and then crossing state lines, it's like, wait a second.
If he paid for sex and if he took the kid across lines, yeah, that could be considered sex trafficking.
Depending on what he did with her.
I thought paying for it was sex trafficking.
Just paying for it alone. Hang the dude. Freaking hang him.
Like just paying for it would be sex with a minor. And then after that, you take her across the line, depending if you just take her to McDonald's and it's not sex trafficking. But if you take her across to another state and you take her to a party and all of a sudden you're telling everybody hey, I got this girl, then it's sex trafficking.
Yeah, if it's with the intent of sex or sex happens, if it's just taking a child across state lines that's not yours, then it's just trafficking. Unless there's a sexual element to it.
Kidnapping.
In the state of California, they're trying to say that pedophilia is a sex thing, and it's like homosexuality and heterosexuality. It's like,
oh my God! And we're bombing Iran.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So they're trying to say that it's a sex idealism, and it should be legalized out in California. But California, they're fucked in the damn head out there to begin with.
I don't understand.
If they even have a discussion on that, even just a discussion on it, we should break off California and let it go float and be on its own.
I think we should find that San Andreas fault line and get that fucker moving.
Yeah.
We'll go over there and start shaking that bitch.
Drop a few bombs in there and see if we can get that to separate.
I mean, Mother Nature's already trying to, you know.
Holy Moses! I can't. Facebook is sensitive. I repeated a word and got my first ever warning.
What word?
What word, Lynn? What word?
Don't repeat it here. Hey, Manny, you saw the one night my post that got taken down this week or no? Or you, Ben?
No.
There's it said something about the third eye. You know how there's the third eye.
Yeah, the guy with the shirt.
Cyclops.
So there's a guy with his button up. You know how you eat too much, so his button popped and his belly button.
It happens.
You know? Yeah, it happens, you know. And Facebook was like, it took down the post and said for adult sexual content. It's just a belly button.
It was the dude's belly button with the button popped open. And you can see his belly button. Gosh.
That's crazy. That's sensitive, bro. But
at the flag word, Brenda, the K word, it flags the. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stuff.
Kite?
But no, ILL.
Oh.
It bleeps those words out. Bailey Sierra and also Kendall Ray does it. You know, if California is even going to just discuss it as a maybe possibility, that we should have a discussion about that.
Yeah, they were talking about that.
I say we
around the time that they were letting everybody out of prison for the COVID thing. They were talking about that then, and I'm like, you motherfuckers out there are crazy. That's fucking disgusting. It's not should never be. It's not part of a sexism type thing. It's not heterosexuality. It's not homosexuality.
No,
it doesn't belong in that grouping. It belongs in. You're crazy.
That's mental illness.
With you grouping.
Mental illness. That's something's wrong with these people who would think that that's a normal thing.
Yeah, that's not normal.
So I posted an article earlier in the week about a 10-year-old girl. I think she was 10.
Yeah, how the hell did that happen?
Gave birth. All right.
Holy crap. You serious?
And the whole article, all they talked about was, how she was and she was doing okay and she gave birth and nobody knew. But there was not a single thing about, how did it happen? Who the hell raped her or had sex with her? Like none of that was not even barely spoken to until the last sentence of the whole article.
Oh, see, okay. So I didn't even get that far because I was starting to get a little grossed out. Going, well, mother and child is doing really good, and that's what we're concerned about.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was like,
so I didn't even bother with the rest of the article.
How did she get pregnant? Who did this to her?
Looking at it like a record.
Consensual? Did she and her little friend were they experimenting, or what was it?
At 10 years old, she can't consent.
Well, I agree, but if she had a little friend, like 11 or 12.
Then where were the parents?
and that too, and where are the parents that let this stuff happen? Who leaves a kid like that alone with who knows? We don't know anything about that. There has not been any follow-ups. Sick F's out there in Cali. Yes, there are. Mother and child. Where's her mother?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's not consensual. Nothing. That's freaking rape.
Yeah, and can you imagine? It's like, talking to your best friend at tea time because they're big at tea time over there. Oh yeah, the other day I just turned to I'm a grandma now. My daughter's 10 years old and I'm a fucking grandma. I think we need to bypass the tea and go straight to the whiskey.
That's crazy. Yep.
I'm trying to find that thing right now. I'll pop it up here again.
Hey Bam, so real quick, man, since you're in a state where you got your you said concealed handgun license. Right.
Well, I've applied for it. So I did sent in the paperwork. So the class was $150.
Yeah.
Then the permit itself is $150.
Fingerprinting and all that stuff? Or what?
No, we don't have to go through. We can choose fingerprinting, and it cuts the time frame to get your permit down to 90 days. But it's going to be 6 months before I get my actual permit to carry a gun in this state.
Well, I guess let's see this real quick, and I'll come right back.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. Here it is. The 11-year-old girl reportedly becomes the UK's youngest mom to give birth. I'm going to read some of this so you can see where this article is going or where it doesn't go. An 11-year-old girl has delivered a baby and is believed to be the youngest ever. You know, they're so focused on the youngest ever to have a baby.
Oh, yeah, there's something right there to be proud of.
In the United Kingdom, a report said something. The child, who was 10 years old when she became pregnant, gave birth earlier this month when she was more than 30 weeks along. Youngest mother I've ever heard of. Okay, they keep... Weight affects many hormones because children are heavier, puberty. See, that's, you know, they're not even talking about... People are wondering how in the world this could have happened. They're looking for talking to people. No, none of that. The pregnancy stunned the girl's family, who were not aware she was expecting. It has come as a big shock. She's now being surrounded by expert help. The main thing is that she and the baby are okay. Social services and police are investigating, the outlet reported. That's the only couple lines here. Social services and police are investigating the outlet reported. There are questions around why people did not know. That is very worrying. And it's like, and that's it. It was not like, you know, how in the world can this happen or what? No, it was just like no concern over. It's like New York Post. What the hell kind of article is this, man?
Yep.
Well, I mean, to give birth at 11 years old, first off, everybody knows an 11-year-old isn't mentally competent to have a child because they're still a child. And she should be playing with baby dolls and not babies. And she's going to think this thing's a baby doll and forget it, leave it someplace.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I'm sure someone else is gonna end up raising her. But besides that, you know, how did that become accessible? You know, how did making a baby become accessible to a child?
You know, okay, granted, it happened. So why isn't everybody? The article should be? I mean, it's like, oh, we hope the mother and the baby are doing fine. You know, like it's nothing.
Well, and I would like to believe that the father of the baby is a child himself as well. I would like to believe that, but we don't know.
I mean, the only excusable, if there is a excusable act, would be if it was another child her age and they just were experimenting.
Well, there would be two children who were not being, I don't want to say not cared for, right? But
yeah,
at that point, you know, something has to happen.
Yeah, why are they left in that situation for that long? That could even happen.
Yeah. First off, I don't think a 10-year-old boy has what.
I see. Yeah.
Has the little swimmers to do it. I think that doesn't happen until like 12.
Yeah, see, I don't know the answer. I don't have the answers to that.
I don't know.
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
Because it's been so long since that was part of my life. I don't remember when the swimmers actually showed up.
Snoopy, welcome. How you doing, Snoopy?
I mean, that's crazy, bro. For this to be something happened in UK and the New York Post is posting about it. And like you said, basically just saying, oh, you know, this happened.
Yeah, great. Very nonchalant. Just, oh, yeah, we hope the mother's doing good.
That's just like setting the bar, setting the expectation. You know, like, hey, you know, we need somebody younger. Is anybody here in the U.S. that can raise their hand and say I'm next? You know?
Oh, man.
I mean, that's what I see, bro, because they're like exposing it that way. They're not saying anything negative about it. They're saying,
right,
like it's all good.
They New York Post, they're kind of like out there to begin with. They belong in California. They're out there.
Brenna says, being a grandma's cool, but not if you got to raise the baby since your own child is a baby. I mean, talk about, I remember back when teenagers were having kids, you know, 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, and they were called babies having babies.
Yep.
But this takes that to a whole new level.
Yeah, it does.
And something had to happen there. Obviously, nobody should be okay with a 10-year-old being pregnant.
You know, and then I take it back to my experience, like I had told you before, with the whole attorney thing, bro. So the people who were convicted, the most sick part of it was that most of them were family members, bro. So I don't know if that's how it is in UK too.
Yeah,
but like I told you, you know, 6 out of 10 was fake, and then the other 4 were probably all family members.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Snoopy, I'm good, man. I hope you're doing good as well. Speaking of babies, did they ever get confirmation about the lady who had 10 babies? Supposedly a world record, but they couldn't confirm the birth. I just saw something on that.
Beat the Octomom.
Can you imagine how small those babies are? She had 10 of them.
Little kid.
I mean, that's like a dog. I mean, that's how many babies dogs have. People don't have 10 babies at one time.
Oh, here we go. I got the story. That's where I saw it. It was on the same page as the 11-year-old girl who had the baby.
Wow. Sounds like the National Enquirer.
A woman who claims A woman who claims she gave birth to 10 babies admitted to psychiatric ward. Well, I mean, that's humongous right there. Golsiame Tamara, I'm not going to say that word. It resembles a different word. Who made headlines for an alleged record-breaking birth was taken into the psych ward last week at Tembisa Hospital in Johannesburg and examined by a medical team. The South African woman, 37, who made headlines for they keep saying alleged record-breaking birth, was taken to the psych hospital last week. There was no pregnancy. The medical evaluation has shown that there was no pregnancy. It also shows that there are no physical scars to indicate a recent C-section. So basically, she just lied, and this is news now.
So basically, there was no kids born in a hospital. She just showed up with 10 kids and said,
I just had these.
Yeah. Like she could have showed up with 10 puppies and said, and then so they're like, hey man, you're crazy. Let's take you to psych ward and reevaluate you.
So this, my friends, is what you call fake news.
Whoa. Debunked.
Yep. There you go, Snoopy. How's that? We debunked that sucker real quick. How old is the father? What are the laws over there for things like that in the UK? I think the age of consent in the UK is 16, if I read that correctly. And who is responsible? Because an 11-year-old is just insane. Babies having babies. Yeah, something's wrong there. Something they're not talking about is very wrong. Brenda, I had mine at 21. I thought it was still a baby back then. Relatively speaking, yeah. She had a litter. He had 10 kids. We freaked out when Octomom had her 8 little kids.
Yeah, that's the most I've ever heard of a woman having at one time.
You guys remember Octomom, Nadia Suleiman?
And even then, her children were like extremely small.
They were small, but her belly was
huge. But that wasn't natural, right? That was like some kind of egg implants and
you mean a fertilization?
Yeah.
I believe so. I just looked it up. It seems she was lying. Dang, they did not vet this woman before she made headlines. I know, right? Everybody's in a rush to put out that headline first. It's a sad case, but the thing about there are probably more girls like her around the world and even the U.S. that are not reported.
Yep.
Yeah, I would like to think if a young child like that is giving birth, that would be plastered all over the news.
Okay, so what were you going to ask me, Abes?
Yeah, so I was saying, so the whole concealed handgun license, that's crazy. So you paid, what was it, $115 or what was it for the course?
$150.
And then there's another, the shooting range or something, or what?
That included all the shooting range and everything, the 16 hours of the class. And then I had to pay $150 to the state just for the permit.
So $300 total at that point.
Yeah.
I did I think it was an $80 course online. And then after that, I just had to go to a shooting course. And I never did. But now they're saying, by what is it, Manny? September 1st or something? There's going to be no more license required.
I think it's September 1. You don't need a license. You can carry. If you have a legal gun registered.
Oh, in Texas, yeah. They're going to have open carry in the state of Texas. So you can walk around with holster on your hips like cowboys did back in the day.
So what do you think about that? Like, from licensed to unlicensed carry?
I would hope that the state has some sort of system to check every buyer of a firearm. Like in the state of Illinois here, we have a card called FOID, Firearm Owner's Identification Card, of which you have to apply for.
Yeah.
And I think the fee for that is like $50.
Yeah.
And what they do is they do a background check on you. And then they send you this little card in the mail, and that you can't even touch ammunition without showing this card to the gun shop. They won't let you touch anything without seeing that card.
Right.
And then 9 times out of 10, even when the card is supposed to be, I've already done my background check, I can walk in and buy a gun and walk out with it. But 9 times out of 10, when they put all your information into the computer to run a quick background check on you on your card and everything.
Yeah.
It's still 3 to 5 days for you to get your gun.
Yeah.
Very rarely here do you get to walk out with your firearm that you just purchased.
Right. Right.
Years ago, there used to be a 3-day cooling down period, they called it, for pistols.
Yeah. So a dude that was pissed off and wanted to kill somebody couldn't go and buy a gun and walk out, load it up.
3 days later.
And commit a murder. They give him 3 to 5 days to kind of
calm down.
Let him think it over.
But you could walk in and you can buy a rifle or a shotgun and walk out with it the same day, as long as you had that void card.
Yeah.
So I would hope that the state of Texas does something very similar to that, just because everybody in the state of Texas can walk into a gun shop, buy a gun, strap it on their hip, and walk around with a gun.
Like at the moment, like the regulations are like to purchase a gun, you show up, you have to show your ID, they do run a background check, and then they call you and they tell you, okay, you're clear, come pick it up.
Yeah.
You know, so there's still that background check. It's not 3 to 5 days though. Like for me, it was like that same day, you know.
Depending on your record, it could be it could be quick. It could be real quick if you're clean and you've got nothing.
So pretty much what they're doing there is they're just calling the local police station, or they have like computerized that gets into the local police station records and make sure that you're never been convicted of a felony.
Yeah. There's a database, and that database automatically
it's just
automation looks at your record and it gives you a score. And a certain score you have, he's safe. Give him his gun, or
so then, you know, we look at this, you know, and the reason I'm bringing it up is because I'm wondering the effect that it's going to have on the naysayers, right? That are like, no, you know, the people who are against, because there's so many people against owning guns and this and that, right?
And you're right. And I think you're going to see a lot of 6x9 signs going up in on doors of businesses with a gun and the red circle and a line through it, meaning that no firearm is allowed in that business whatsoever. I think comes September 1st, you're going to see a lot of those signs going up.
I mean, they're up already. They have been, most of them, like almost every. Well, all the places that serve alcohol, they already have that one.
And that's one of the rules up here is if the bar or the establishment makes more than 50% of their revenue in alcohol sales, you're not allowed to carry a gun in there.
Yeah. So to me now the scary part is the fact that, you know, when you get pulled over now, so now the cops are always on the edge now, because it's like, well, this guy could be carrying a gun.
Yeah.
You know, and
like we said before, if you get pulled over, you're obligated to give your license along with your, in Illinois anyway, I think anywhere.
Yeah.
With your your firearm card.
Well, the one thing that Illinois just recently did, it since it's attached with the state police, the second they run your license plate, they know that owner of that vehicle has a permit to carry a gun.
Yeah, that too.
Just from running your license plate. And you know, I've always been one. If I get pulled over, first thing I do is I roll down the windows, and all my windows. If they can roll down, they're down. And I keep my hands on the steering wheel just so they walk up. There's no damn surprises. Now, if I have my firearm with me, first off, they know I have a permit. I have to tell them that I have it and where it's located in the vehicle. Yeah. And if it happens to be I carry like a cross shoulder bag, and that's where I plan on carrying my gun, but also my wallet is in there too. So, you know, I have to tell them where that firearm is and how do you want me to handle this? You want me to hand you the bag and you go through it and get my license? I'm all for that. You know, what they don't like surprises. But
that's good. Let them know right up front. Hey, you know, it's in this bag. How do you want to do this?
Right.
I mean, like here, dude, I just get pulled over, you know, and I tell them straight up, you know, officer, for my own safety, I want to get off the vehicle and place me in handcuffs and sit me on the curb, because I can't trust him, dude. I'll make any sudden movement.
Just put, you know what, cuff me and put me down there. I don't want to get shot.
Go to my car, here's my wallet, here's everything you need. And
well, you know, the one thing with cops, you know, they're on edge to begin with, but the second they hear the word gun or firearm, that level of intense has gone from here to way the fuck up here now. So,
but not everywhere, because there are instances, especially Texas, you know, places like Texas, Wyoming, you have a lot of guns. You have people carry guns, so it's
all on how it's handled from the first 3 seconds.
Brenda, what are you, a little bit of a hothead or something? Not good for you to have a gun? You know, when you first fire a gun, the sense of power humbles you.
The respect.
Yeah, I mean, you give that thing respect, and it's not, you can't brandish it like if you had a toy gun in your hand. It's a huge difference.
Oh, huge difference.
When you hold it, it's heavy. Then you fire it, it's a whole different experience.
There's recoil, and if you're not prepared for it, your hands can go from here to like here instantly.
Right,
yeah. Yeah.
And if you've ever seen the Charlie's Angels, you know how the one, I think it's Kate Jackson, she's got her little gun right like this. Okay, you don't do that. you don't hold your gun like this.
Like this, sideways.
Yeah, you don't do that either.
Sideways. Yeah, that's all movie stuff. This Lynn said this open carry scares me. If people were willing to crash into you during road rage, imagine how people might manage their angry outbursts.
And those are ones you really got to watch out for, like the hotheads.
Yeah, but for one, you know, the people who actually buy guns is people. Well, not all of them. You know, there's always going to be that one crazy one.
Oh yeah,
but I would like
one in 1,000, one in.
Yeah, I would like to think that everybody else is responsible about it, and they know when to use it or not to use it. Period.
Right.
And I don't think anything's going to change as far as crime rate. It might even go down. My only fear is how the police is going to react to pulling somebody over on a traffic stop, knowing that you don't need a license anymore. That this guy could be carrying. If there's going to be a new law that says, you have to let them know that you're carrying, which would be the proper thing to do to begin with.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty scary. That's what scares me. There's so many people who illegally own a gun right now at the moment.
I would like to think that crime would go down because fools be thinking, all right, now anybody can have a gun. And I might get shot if I walk into this house or try to take that car or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, even right now, anybody could have a gun. You just can't walk out with it when you get down at certain places, Licensed or unlicensed, just like it's like being vaccinated or not. You never know who's got it. It's a scary thought. But that just might be the kind of thing to prevent somebody from. Damn, should I get involved with this? Should I get involved in this exchange or whatever? You know what I mean? It'll make people think. I think you don't need a license to carry a gun, but you need a license to fish. Yeah, I know. Different situation there, because there is such a thing as overfishing going on right now, and they're killing the sea and they're killing the fish population. So poaching, and
that too. But there's a thing called overfishing. Commercial fishermen
after that freeze, especially
catching more than they're supposed to, and so that's why that industry has got to be regulated a little bit to make sure we don't run out of damn fish.
Sorry.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Sorry, Abel. I had to pee so bad. If I would have had a couple extra inches, I would have been okay. But, I got to deal with what I've been given. So I had to pee so bad. My balls are floating.
Shooting on the range is amazing. It is. Abel, how often do you get pulled over? I know, right? Abel gets pulled over twice a week.
Well, he does have those beady little eyes that make him look like a criminal.
I mean, let's just say like this once, it was the craziest. I think this was the worst week for me. I got pulled over 3 times in 1 week. Not speeding, not nothing. Just pulled over.
Or were they profiling on you or what?
Oh, I have no idea, man. I walked away, no tickets, no nothing. It was just 2 state troopers and a BPD.
What did I tell you about my recent pullover?
You got pulled over too?
I did.
Brenda, yeah. You go to the range, I know. And it is different. Like when you just pull your gun out in your house and you're holding it, it's a different experience than if you're at the range holding your gun and you're about to fire it. So, and that's a good thing. It should feel different, but
be careful of those accidental pops. They do happen.
With open carry, you can walk around with it in your hand at all times. Not in your hand. It still has to be concealed. I don't even know if it's got to be concealed. You might
have to be if it's an open carry, it has to be in a holster.
A holster on your waist, either on your waist or on the cross bag like that, like Bam said earlier.
And
you can wear it on your hip, right?
On your hip.
Yeah. And depending on how your state defines open carry, That means it has to be 100% visible or 60% visible. Like if you have a light jacket on or something, it depends on how those two words are defined by the state of what they consider as open carry.
In January of 2016, carrying a handgun openly became legal in Texas. All right. This law modified the previous handgun license law by eliminating the requirement that licensed handguns had to be concealed. So, yeah, and now, so you can put it on your hip in a holster, walk around, show it. But the law that's changing is that you don't need a permit for that no more. You can just do it. If you have a gun, you can do it. So their thinking is, if they were legal and clean enough to buy a gun, they should be okay to.
Well, because it's already a law where you can carry a rifle. You know, where people would be there with AK-47s and doing them YouTube videos, and somebody would call the cops on them, and they'll be like in the city with an AK-47, and then the cops would show up and be like, "Hey, what's going on here?" Well, nothing. I'm exercising my right, my Second Amendment, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, those people.
Yeah,
and I've been in Wyoming. I mean, people just walking around with their guns on their hips. I thought they were police, sheriff or whatever. No, they're just regular people. They're farmers. Everybody keeps it on their hip. This is my weapon. This is my gun. This is for fighting. And this, yeah, okay. That's from Full Metal Jacket. This is my weapon. This is my gun. While they're holding their crotch.
No.
This one's for fighting and this one's for fun. Yeah.
Hoorah!
I personally do not like guns after being robbed at gunpoint while putting my newborn at the time in the car. Yeah, that could be scary for sure. Absolutely. My kids and husband want them, and it creeps me out.
Well, because think about it, Rubble. These people, they're not even licensed. They can probably not even buy a gun. They're buying them on the black market, regardless of what the state is requiring you to own one. Yeah. It doesn't matter if they were outlawed and if Biden came and took them from everybody. These people would still own a gun. And there was whoever has the mentality of going to rob somebody and their baby in broad daylight, they don't care if they can own it or not.
Yeah.
They could have stolen it from somebody, bought it off the black market.
And you're right. If somebody's going to put a gun in your face, knowing you got a little baby 3 feet away from you, they don't care about anything at all.
One time I moved out to Houston for a little bit, and the neighbor there was a cop. And, the first day he went out and knocked just to see who was his new neighbor, I guess. And he told me, one thing you need to know about here is you need to be packing, because these people here, they'll rob you in broad daylight. So definitely.
Time to choose a different neighborhood.
No, this was the best. This was out in on Westheimer. It was some super nice apartments. But it's just.
So you had some high class criminals there.
Yeah. They knew where to go steal.
Yeah.
You're not going to go and rob the ghetto. What are you going to steal?
The problem with, I wish they would make it, and I'm not one for advocate for gun laws, but I wish that at least it would, you want to carry, fine, but you know what? Take a training class or something.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
Because you don't need to just start shooting because you're pissed off at somebody. Now you got an 8-year-old kid that's dead in a car.
But then again, there's people who already can go buy it right now without the class.
Yeah, and just because you take a class doesn't mean you know what the hell you're doing. I've been shooting for years, and am I a very accurate shooter? Well, yeah. Within 40 feet, yeah, I can hit my damn target and blow their brains out. But is there a chance that a bullet could go astray? Absolutely. Is there a chance that I could hit something that I'm not aiming at? Hell yeah.
Yep.
So, if you're going to pull your gun and shoot at somebody that's making a ruckus because they're shooting at somebody, you need there's a lot that has to go through your mind extremely quick, and you need to decide if it's right, because I'll tell you right now, somebody's going to jail.
Yep.
If there's gunshots, somebody's going to jail, and possibly both people are going to jail.
Even if your shooting was justified and legal and all that stuff,
you're still going to jail.
If the dude, if you killed a dude, you're going to be tied up in a court system for a while.
For quite a while.
It's going to cost you money, and it's going to be a terrible experience.
Now there are a couple of companies out there that do offer concealed carry insurance for like you get $2 million of insurance for like $60 a month.
Yeah.
And they'll cover your legal fees and shit like that. And yeah, chances are you're going to need a good $2 million.
Me too. This happens a lot, actually. I saw a report about a 80-something little old lady who killed a home intruder. It's happened a lot.
Yep.
It's happened a lot.
In the state I live in, unfortunately, if I kill them inside my house, I'm good. But if I happen to shoot them and they run outside the house and they die on my front lawn, I got to drag the MF back into my house to make it a justified shooting.
Same thing here in Texas. You shoot them, and let's say they're by the window, and you shoot them, they fall out the window. Then you're not protected any longer.
It used to be, they used to joke about, well, if you got an intruder, make sure he's fully in your house if you want to shoot him.
Yeah,
both feet in, and even then, you want to, even if you fire a warning shot, you might want to do that. And I don't know, you have to admit, even if the dude was coming in to steal something and you killed him, it's got to be a crappy feeling.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. The amount of psychiatry hours I'm going to need if I kill somebody with my firearm. Wow, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be right in the head because knowing that I killed somebody.
Especially after like waking up in the middle of the night, somebody broke in, and and things happen, and and then to live in the same house where it happened.
So we should have open fishing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't. The problem is, fishing. The family that goes to fish at a pier or at the shoreline, that's different. They're watching fishing because of commercial fishermen that they're overfishing. They fish in those big nets, and they're taking way too much than they're supposed to. They have a limit themselves.
I can see the difference. That's a whole like, I don't know if it's called agriculture or not, but it's more of a whole farming thing. It's not like your guns. You're not using them every single day to go hunt. Cows. You're not showing up to a farm and shooting a bunch of cows and being like, "Oh, this is mine. Throw it in the pickup."
Right. And how many times you actually got to shoot a cow to kill it?
Yeah, because I have guns, dude, and they're brand new. I've never even used them. So it's like compared to my fishing pole, man, I go out and fish whenever I can.
Well, so make sure you learn how to take it apart and clean it and put it back together.
I've heard.
Yes. I don't know. I think carrying a gun, it's a nice privilege to have, but it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yep.
A lot.
I used to carry in South Dakota a lot.
I was about to go to the new range by 802, but closed after COVID. I need suggestions of where to go to practice. Is there another range in Brownsville? Isn't there a range over by Boca Chica Beach somewhere? Was there a range, or did that get purchased?
Well, there was that one where like the SWAT team would go and shoot. I know that they were a little angry because whenever they were close because of SpaceX, they couldn't go out and shoot. And then there's another one that's, I think it's Massey's. That one's somewhere out there too.
Yeah, that's right. With Massey, where have I seen that before?
It's basically like a few acres. It's nothing like the shooting range out here.
You know what? Call Chuck's Gun Shop on Paredes Line Road, and he'll tell you. He'll give you a whole list of where you can go shoot.
Hey, but this one on 802, you remember that story? The guy suicide there?
Oh yeah,
that's pretty crazy. I don't know if they closed because of that. In reality,
that didn't help.
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting her Ben and Jerry's for tonight. What flavor are you having tonight, Brenda? Reminds me of Martin Lawrence's in National Security at the police gun range. He shoots the grandma because she was the only suspicious person. Everyone else was a gangster except her. That's funny. And killing them in your home will be haunted and the ghost will be pissed at you.
Me too.
That's another possibility.
It very well could be a possibility.
I remember going through Army basic training. I had to be certified with M16, M60, and the 50 caliber. The actual maintenance, safety, and proficiency with them.
Wow, that 50 cal.
It'd be nice if people would do that. You take the gun lesson. This is a 9mm. There's a 45. How to take it apart, how to put it back together, how you clean it, how to shoot. Target practice, all that stuff. But that costs money to do. People are not going to want to spend money on that.
Yeah, a lot of people won't spend their money on education, which is really sad. Ooh, peanut butter cup. My kind of girl there, Brenda.
Yeah, she's got her refrigerator looks like Nancy Pelosi's. She opened up her fridge and she's got nothing but ice cream in there, Ben and Jerry's.
Good for her.
But she's nothing like Nancy Pelosi. Brenda's cool. I hear shooting all the time, I think, out by Southmost. Oh, yeah. We hear the shooting out there, and you hear the stuff coming from Matamoros. You can hear it from Mexico. Yep. So delicious. Abel, what's the story on the new 802 range? I never heard about that suicide.
Some guy just went and rented a gun there and
shot himself.
Yeah, ended his life there in broad daylight in front of everybody else who was there target practicing.
He had a plan. He knew what he was doing all along. And it's very unfortunate. Probably the only thing Nancy Pelosi and I have in common, ice cream. I mean, unless you're loaded, she has very expensive ice cream and
hers is like what, $18 a pint?
$18 a pint or something, she said, and her refrigerator is ginormous.
A $10,000 freezer.
Yep. Hey, Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Welcome. Late, but not better late than never. It's nothing like Nancy Pelosi. I know. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, you're younger. You're better looking.
So,
what's the? Oh, we're doing music. It looks like we're at the club.
It's like we're at the club.
We're at the club.
Can you guys hear that music?
Barely.
Yeah, it's this little lull in that particular song.
Oh, there we go.
So a few years ago, it's going to be, it's just over 7 years. My friend Frankie Knuckles passed away. That's Frankie Knuckles, their DJing right there.
Yo, what's up, Knuckles?
And he was one of the pioneers of, let me lower the volume just a little bit. He was one of the pioneers of house music in Chicago. And he lived across the street. You could see all these people come in and out of his place, in and out, and music all night. You'd hear. And then he started making his own records. I got into Jeet. Because of him, I got into DJing. And he became super famous. There's a series called The Boiler Room. You see that sign in the back? It's a what is it? It's a web page, but they showcase DJs all around the world. All kind of clubs, big and small, basement-sized clubs, and they'll have a DJ, spin for an hour or a couple hours. There's a couple of famous ones, Solomon, and they got him DJing in Cozumel, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, this is one of the last things that he ever did. He came down with diabetes, and then he had an amputation on his left leg. And he just kind of deteriorated real quick. And then it's about just over 7 years ago, I think, is when he passed away in March. But he was a real popular guy. And because of him, I got into DJing. And because of him, I got into sound engineering. Went to Columbia College for sound. And ever since then, that's why sound is very, the way something sounds, music in a car or at home or on TV, is very important to me because of him. So, Frankie, I miss you. A lot of people miss you. So, anyway, that was my little tribute. So, they do these things at Boiler Room where they got people dancing all around the background and stuff. And some of these are kind of amusing to watch because some people really can't dance. and some people can. And it's hilarious. The one in Mexico is funny. Solomon is in Tulum, Mexico, and his sister too. She DJ'd there, and you should see some of the characters back there. It's fun to watch the crowd dancing in the background. So anyway, that's Frankie Knuckles, and
looks like a happy guy, man.
He was real talented, man. He made a lot of records. More popular in the club scene, house music. And but he was a real talented person. He influenced a lot of people.
Look,
Too bad he's gone. He was a real popular guy.
Fun to watch.
It is.
The crowd.
It really is.
Look at everybody just saying cheers to us over
there. House music in Chicago. What you know about that? Good time. Oh man. I remember the first party I ever did when I was a DJ. It was a little tiny house party at my friend's house. He hired me. I don't know. He gave me $20 or whatever. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I was in a small ass bedroom with my equipment in there and cheap ass turntables. It was like the first time ever. And that was a house party, man. Just like the movie House Party. You ever see the movie House Party?
Well, yeah, it had Queen Latifah in it.
I don't think so.
No, it did.
I don't think so. House Party.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking about Bringing Down the House with Steve Martin. And
No. One of the house parties.
Yeah, that had Kid and Play.
Right, it did. But one of the house parties did have Queen Latifah. When they're at the university, a pajama party. It was a house party at the university. I don't know. Yeah. She was in there a little bit. I think
I was thinking of Bringing Down the House.
That's a hilarious movie, too.
Hell yeah, it was.
There's going to be all these idiots shooting the guns on the 4th of July. Yeah, there is. It'll start on the 3rd in the evening and go 24 hours, over 24 hours, just after midnight into the morning of, July 5th. That's when it'll end.
That's my birthday.
R.E.P. Frankie. Yes, thank you. Me too. Sorry for last minute. Thank you. Wait, stop. My girl's going to Columbia for sound. Yeah, I know. We talked about this, remember? Great place to go. Awesome place for sound engineering. I mean, it's the only place, as far as I'm concerned. It's a whole lot of fun. Being in a recording studio. So I went to school for sound engineering. You're in a recording studio, recording live bands. You have to know how to place microphones and where to place them and fine tune the sound. Drum gets one kind of sound. A piano, a piano can use up to 3 or 4 different microphones in there.
And then you got the signal flow.
You got your background singers in a different room. And, you have to record it all. You have to make it blend perfectly, mesh it together nicely. And if you're good at that, you can make engineering
too.
Did you really?
I did.
That's funny, man.
And I ended up in the airline industry.
Yeah, look at me now too.
That's actually funny, dude, because fresh out of high school, I was going to go to Southeastern College of Music Engineering, and at the same day, my wife told me she was pregnant, and I'm here now. So that's crazy.
Well, there you go. When that changes your life, doesn't it? Audio art is her major. Yeah, I don't know what they're calling those things now.
That's when you should have said, "That ain't mine. I'm out of here."
See, it's just a little room, and they DJ. They feature the DJ, and that's what it's called, the boiler room. And it's I'll find the other one, the Mexico one. Sound engineering sounds so cool. It is. Man, if you do it live, I'm teaching some basic skills on editing videos and integrating sound. Yeah, I mean, you got to have the right equipment, first of all, the right computer with enough power to be able to edit and render. When you save it, it's called rendering. And that's what tends to take the most processing power. And if you don't have enough memory, it'll take forever to render. It takes a long time. Someday we'll mess around with that. It is fun. What else? Anybody got anything else?
No, man. That's some super cool music, though.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm going to show you some of this stuff. Bam, you usually got stuff. You got nothing?
I know. Well, I've been getting up at 4:00 every morning. So, I'm dead. I'm dead to the world.
4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. And I don't understand it because I just wake up.
Man.
Do you go back to sleep?
Well, Sunday I woke up at 4:00 and I'm like, ooh, pancakes sound really good. So I made pancakes. And then I ate the pancakes.
Yeah.
And then I went back in my chair for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I got up and I went to work.
Well, you started working already?
Ubering.
Oh my goodness, the Solid Gold Dancers. You guys remember the Solid Gold Dancers? Some of you?
Oh yeah, I remember them.
I know Bam remembers. I remember. Abel, I don't know if you're old enough or not.
I totally remember them.
You do remember that?
No.
No. Wow, I should look those up.
He's only 20. He's just a baby.
19 and a half.
So if you guys ever been to Tulum in Mexico, this is that club. It's like an outdoor club. It's like a big, what do you call that thing? Like a hut? What do you call those? It's a straw roof.
Oh.
That'd be called a hut.
A hut or I'm going to say pulpit. It's not a
palapa.
Palapa, that's it. It's like a giant kind of palapa. It's all open. It's an open air club.
Look at those two boys over on the right dancing with each other, trying to make it look like they're not.
Famous DJ. They're famous. Well, the guy with the black t-shirt, he's a real famous DJ. The chick next to him in the white with the dark sunglasses, she's the sister of this guy DJing. That's Magdalena. This guy is Solomon. Manny, my Victoria is watching and listening. She's interested in getting a degree in communications, but I mentioned it, a degree in engineering too. Do you know the comedian Lonnie Love? Oh, yeah. Okay, so, you can push her in engineering, but she might not like it.
Yeah, I think she'd be better more in communications because she'd be a radio personality. She could go into being a newscaster.
Now, I'm not saying don't send her that way.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, males are interested in things. Women are interested in people. So it's okay if she's not interested in engineering. If she gets into it and she likes it, great.
Yeah, because a sound engineer, I mean, if she gets in with the right company, she can get on some really good tours and tour the world and be a sound engineer for some famous groups.
Oh, even if you don't tour the world, you can be a good sound engineer in show business.
Oh yeah.
And people will say, famous singers, no, I want him as my engineer, and they want him or they want her, and you get paid big bucks. Would you forget Brenda has the sound degree too? My daughter that's pregnant found out the gender of her baby. Uh-oh. Is she going to do like a gender reveal party or stuff like that? Because those things have been getting way out of control lately.
Yeah, they have. I mean, people have been up in the damn hospital.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I've seen some funny ones.
There were some good ones, but there are so many fails. It's not even funny.
I might have to look for this one, Manny. I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. OMG, never mind. Virtual school is troublesome to get going. Such less. Is it powerful for this type of engineering? Seriously, please consider this request and tag me so I don't miss it. Start with asking us to prep with software, devices, etc. Okay. We could do that at some point. Just to have a discussion about it, the kind of things you'll need, the kind of software that's out there. Could totally do that. Manny, there's your YouTube page that interviews the Solid Gold dancers. Now they're old. I think I saw that once before. Nope, no party. You all sound like you majored in the fun thing. I majored in criminology, ended up in nursing. See, I wanted to do criminology. In my older years, I wish I could have gone to law school. I would love to be in law school right now. But I don't know. It takes so long.
I would have made a hell of an attorney because, well, I like to argue.
Yeah, you do. And you'd be cursing somebody out, That'd be funny.
I just wonder how many times I'd end up in contempt of court for saying the MFs.
Congratulations. It's a boy.
Awesome.
It's a boy. It's going to be a blue birthday. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, so in about 15 years from now, you're going to have to worry about him coming home and going, I'm going to be a dad.
Oh.
Bam, why you got to be such a party pooper right now?
Well, that's because, I'll tell you, every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you, party pooper, party pooper.
What the hell? Hey, did you guys see this trailer for this movie coming out sometime this summer called The Big Red Dog?
Missed that.
I was seeing that, the Clifford thing or what?
Yes.
I was seeing that.
I never knew these stories about a big red dog. I never heard
the stories. Know a dog could be red.
Well, they can't, but this is just it was like a children's kid story. Why the dog was red? That's not even. They don't even talk about it. Why the dog was red is because what the heck? The dog is red. The author, that was the first.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that's just wrong.
What the hell was that?
Is wrong.
I know it's late, but we don't. I hope that wasn't obscene.
Oh, it was.
I just heard screaming.
Hey, Abel's being a pervert.
No.
Abel, shame on you.
He sent it to you too.
Oh, then I'm not gonna open it. How's that?
It's not bad, but just don't put it on the TV. It's not bad. Don't put it for the viewers.
I took a look. I majored in nothing, and I'm a single mom with 5 kids.
No, you majored in that. That's great.
Yeah, you majored in house and I can't think of the word for it now. Damn it, Jim.
You majored in
home economics.
Yes, thank you.
You majored in the School of Hard Knocks.
You raised a family, and you did it quite well. 5 kids, a husband, and you're still doing it. Because even when your kids move out,
probation and
still
parole.
Call you and go, I need some money, Mom.
That's got to be interesting. Probation and parole.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have met you back in the day, Miss Lori.
Have you seen the movie They Are Your Friends with Zac Efron about making it as a DJ? No. Where's that at? Where can I see that? Cool scene about the science of controlling people's heartbeat with music. Oh, I want to see that. They Are Your Friends. I'm going to look that up real quick so I don't lose it. They Are Your Friends.
They Are Your Friends.
Oh, got it.
Is this the 80s?
It's called We Are Your Friends.
The 80s, the way people are dressed here.
It's called We Are Your Friends. No, this is actually just from a few years ago.
Really?
Inside of 10 years, around 10 years ago. And it's funny because this chick right here to his far left, that blonde that keeps popping in and out, she's wearing that black hat. She can't dance for crap.
Well, that one with that little black, I don't know what the hell it was, like a cutoff type thing, and a skirt. The one right, the green shirt or shorts or whatever with the little black top.
One behind the blonde here, the blonde.
She can't dance at all either.
I mean, she's just moving. At least she's got moving with the beat of the music.
They're probably all on ecstasy.
This blonde right here behind him, she can't dance for she can't dance.
How can you not move to this music?
Well, that's what they're probably all on ecstasy. That's why they're kind of like bebopping and moving like that.
It's great music.
This guy's set went on for 2 hours. This one was a 2-hour set. So these guys those 2 guys there, they make music and they also DJ it, but they make some of the stuff that he's playing right now. And this is all in Mexico. I think that guy's Dutch or something, I think, if I remember correctly. And the thing just goes on and on. And as everybody dances, they're moving around. This chick can dance real good. I was gonna say, what's her name? I have no freaking idea what her name is, but she's in a couple of the videos. That's a good song. It's called "The Movement of the Whale." That's a good song. Anyway, I don't know. Listening to Frankie Knuckles earlier, talking about him. I thought about him all day today, and I just wanted to play some music. My other grandson is almost 3. He'll be the troublemaker. Gotcha. I've had children too. Well, single, Brenda. No husband. Oh, no husband. There you go, Bam. To answer your question, not that it was a question. That's just too much drama. Having a husband is too much drama. Saw the video, hey, but what if the smoke came out brown? Oh. I know what you guys are talking about now. I do.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. I'm not even gonna show that. Don't even ask. Ooh, man.
All right, kids. Well, I'm dead, so I got to get in the bed.
All right, Bam. You get to bed. Have a great night. We'll talk tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with us, Mr. Bamster.
One planet, one peeps.
Abel, you got to go too. Or are you gonna hang around for a few more minutes or what?
I'm hanging around.
All right, Bam. Have a good night, bud.
Yeah, behave yourself, Abel.
Yep, I'll try.
I know it's hard. I'm asking a lot. I know.
After all this stuff you've taught me, I want to just be cool.
All right, now, guys.
Good night,
later, man. Yeah, so I took a lot of these videos and extracted the audio and I played this stuff. I got it on my phone, played it in my car. It's just good music to do whatever. Let me go forward a little bit. And watching the way some of these people dance it's funny too. They're all different.
They're trying for sure.
Yeah,
it's like just a bunch of zombies.
So that blonde right next to him with the hat, right here,
she
can't dance. I swear, she got no rhythm. Look at it, watch.
No coordination.
No, not at all. Now she's like a groupie. She's been trying to get his attention the whole time she's up there. She's a pain in the ass. Everybody else is just dancing. They're okay. She wants to be like noticed by him.
Look at me.
I've watched this video a million times, hearing the music, and she's just it's funny. It's funny to watch these and goof on people.
Bro, this guy just like knocked off like Ray Charles. Ray Charles would play the piano with sunglasses.
Right. Let me go up a little bit. Oh, that's The Cure. I'm not a fan of that song. Let me see. So back there, you can't see it, but that's the beach. That's the ocean back there. That's the beach and then the ocean. You can't see it. Obviously, it's nighttime. It's got to be hot as a mother out there, too. Just all open air, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go back to the beginning a little bit. So this is called, again, this is part of the Boiler Room series. And if you look up Boiler Room on YouTube, you'll see all kind of crap, all from all over the world. So it's fun. Anyway. Yeah, let's see. Who else? No Husband Necessary. Good night, Bam. Good night, Bammy. He ain't paying her no mind. No, he's not. He really isn't. And she asked him for the hat. He gives her the hat. And then she's drinking wine or whatever she's drinking, and she insists on toasting him. And finally, when he's taking his drink, she comes over and kind of forces a toast, and he just plays nice guy. It's funny. What's up, Ozzy G? You're too late? We're just playing some music, talking about all kind of crap. Nothing in particular. House music is relaxing, but watching these videos and dancing is funny to watch. Way different than watching Studio 69. No, it is. I know. And so this guy DJing, his name is Solomon. Solomun. He spells it different. His sister was back there dancing with him. She did a set earlier in the day when it's still daylight outside, and you can see what this place looks like in the daytime. And people out there dancing, I don't know, whatever time that was, noon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But it is. It's you get to watch this stuff for friggin' hours. Let's see. I got some good stuff here. And yeah, there's some good looking people there, that's for sure. I know Abel noticed that already.
Well back. Check out this new light I got, Manny. Look.
Let me see. Whoa. What is that, a ring light?
No, it's actually a squared light. It's a square. It's pretty cool, bro. It's controlled by an app on the phone too. So.
Oh, nice. Remember American Bandstand with Dick Clark? American Bandstand, Soul Train. Remember Soul Train? Those things, that was fun to watch, man. I would, right after cartoons, I don't think it was 11 o'clock, I'd switch over to WGN and put on Soul Train. And then it was American Bandstand, I think in that order too. Yeah, music is good. That one girl in the white right behind him, she's just kind of, no, it's the one over here. All she's doing is just.
I would fit right in, bro. I would fit right. I look like the guy with the white T-shirt right there. I know what you mean for sure, dude. I'd go to have a dance off right there with that guy for sure, bro.
No, there is a clip. If you watch the whole thing, you'd have to look for it. Somebody noticed that somebody was making a deal. It was probably ecstasy. They put a hand out, they received cash, and somebody took these little something. And somebody spotted that, and they got a video clip showing just that.
Look at that girl with a red cup right there too, bro. She's off.
Oh, she's gone, man. She's toasted. She's extra crispy. And
there's that older guy in the pink shirt trying to get all the girls too.
Oh yeah, he's with that girl. He's with that one.
Oh,
they're both older.
Yeah, I see that.
And you know, I'm not yet.
Look at that. He just turned around and started dancing with someone else.
And I don't want to goof on anybody just for dancing for having. I say, you know what? They're having fun. If you're dancing, if you don't know how to dance, oh well. The point is that you're out there trying to have fun, right? See, there's the toast. She got her toast.
Yeah, the guy in the pink shirt. That I would dance off with that guy too, bro. For sure. That's be normal. No, nothing necessary.
I'm telling you, these are fun to watch. Do you know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is?
No.
No?
No.
It's like these robots that used to watch a movie, and you would see them at the bottom of the screen, like they're in the theater, like you were looking at them from behind, and you see the outline, the silhouette of them watching the movie, and they're watching it, and they're just commenting to each other about the movie and about different things. It's like I feel like that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, see, she's being a pain in the ass. Like he's like, I don't care, get out of my face.
Dude, everybody in there has to be dancing, even the people who don't know how to dance, because the music makes you dance. Right?
Yep.
You can be that guy in the wheelchair. Just
let me see what I missed here.
Just spinning around.
Didn't Casey Kasem have? Yeah, Casey Kasem had America's Top 40, where he would just run down the America's Top 40, you know, for the week. And that was good too, but it wasn't a dance program or anything. It was just like I said, the top 10, the top 40, and he would just make a little comment about each artist or whatever. Who's your friend Joel? Joel? That's a good one. Joey? Joseph Miyazaki? Is that who you're talking about? That's the only Joel I got, I think. So, yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like doing this tonight. Nothing special. Most likely they're going to delete this program, so.
Because of the music or what?
Yeah.
See if there's any time travelers in here.
Time travelers.
Spotted in the mix.
I mean, this music is good. This is all this stuff. Most of it's called new disco.
Look, if you see off to the right, way far right, there's a guy in a yellow shirt, long hair, and a mustache. He looks like he's having a good time.
Oh yeah. Oh, that dude is freaking hippie to the max, bro. Later in the video, he comes out to the front, and he's kind of creepy looking, but he's enjoying himself. He kind of looks like a yoga instructor or something. Yeah, so I could stay here and playing this all night watching this.
Yeah, for sure. Fall asleep to this stuff for sure.
You see the hut? You can see the building now, the little structure.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I think I want to go there and check this place out, just to say I've been there. Yeah, they do quite a bit of these boiler room there in Tulum. They do them in Ibiza. They do them in London, all over the place. Yeah, she's going off. Are we going straight to hell because we're goofing on people dancing?
Probably not. That pink shirt guy, bro. He's the best dancer there. Look at him.
Dude's into it. I know, right?
That's like salsa mixed with merengue and a little bit of guapango. I don't even know what he's doing, but
this chick right here, right there with the beige sweater or whatever that thing is, she moves good. She's a good dancer. But anyway, I don't suppose we're going to play this whole freaking video. Anyway, let me lower the volume. Any parting words for us, Abel? Oh, hang on. I got some comments here. Red Solo Cup, and she's messed up.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, she is. She's toasty. She's Red Solo Cup, going to keg parties and had to pay $5 per cup for the night. Dang. I just woke up and stepped into a dream. Paul's like, what the hell is going on here? I know, it's funny. Abel?
Not Joel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants to know who Abel is. Abel is... How long have I known you, man? When did we meet up first?
I don't know. What do you think? 2007, 2008? How long would that be? 2007, I would say.
Something like that, yeah. We just... he had his own little entrepreneurship business, and I had my own stuff, and we kind of sometimes put our heads together and talk business all the time, and he's a legit... straight up regular dude, not evil. He's not a criminal, level-headed, family dude, and you can have a good conversation. And I don't know, just a regular guy somebody like that. Totally, yeah, he's my friend. Proud to say that he's a friend. He's a good guy.
Best description ever.
Not Jolter. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Abel's a good guy. And we've all been through different levels of, working for different people or trying to work our own business and that kind of thing. We're always bouncing ideas off each other and talking business and stuff. And he did some work in the energy industry, a little bit. I don't know, in the marketing aspect of it, right? And sales and marketing of it.
Right.
So when we were,
electricity broker in the state of Texas. Yeah.
So when we were talking about, rolling blackouts once, he kind of educated us on how it all works and why some people were getting, $5,000 electric bills and others were not. And he kind of schooled us on how all that works. So boys got some knowledge.
I learn every day, and if you're not learning every day, then don't waste your time. Just go to sleep.
Lori, Wolfman Jack. You know what? That was a little. I guess he was around when I was growing up, but he was not as big. He was already going out. But Wolfman Jack was a big deal back then. He was. Look up Wolfman Jack, people. I prefer the original 70s music with the dresses worn from BK. That was BK. BK. What's
from back then?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to find those dresses like from Saturday Night Fever, but I can't. You got to look up classic disco dresses, classic disco clothes. If you couldn't afford MTV back in the day, there was Night Track. Oh man, I do remember Night Tracks. Friday Night Videos. Friday Night Videos was so cool, and that's where I think that's where they premiered. If I'm not mistaken, that's where they premiered Thriller and a whole bunch of videos. Friday Night Videos was so cool. It was not a long show, but they would play music videos. Like MTV used to play music videos.
Yeah, they don't no more, right?
No, now it's
like talk shows.
And they tried to break off. Remember, they went MTV2, MTV3.
Oh yeah.
One was for talk shows, one was for music, and it just fell apart. It wasn't. I don't know. It's sad because MTV was a really cool channel for a while. I remember those channels going, yeah, right? Is that a tourist site? Because they don't look like locals to that area.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. It is. It's in Mexico. It's Tulum, down by Cozumel. That's where that's at. Cool. Abel, I want to hear about how these electric bills are really calculated. I'm all ears. That might be for another show. Because that's there's a lot of information to be had there.
Yeah, it's a lot of info. Even right now with some blackouts going out in the West Coast, then I think Shonda said out in Pennsylvania too. And somebody hit me up with, oh, well, you guys wanted a border wall, so you got a border wall, but they didn't invest in all this other stuff for electricity. That's not even what it's about either. So
it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
No. I did see that gender reveal flatulence. I have seen that. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna play that.
No.
It's kind of like two girls. I'm not even gonna say that.
It's just the behind the scenes here. Yeah, leave it at that. Look at that one dancing right there. Everybody's so uncoordinated. It's cool, bro.
Which one? The one right there with
the
white?
With a bag, with the one with the purse.
Oh yeah. I know. I think she's the only one who's got a purse on. Everybody else does not have a purse.
She's the one passing out the ecstasy.
Right? Probably. I don't know what they were doing this with the water and blending I don't know. I wish they wouldn't do that. It's not entertaining.
No.
Come on, get rid of it. There it goes. Oh, that's another good song. There's a lot of good music. And it is, like I said, you can people watch. Generally, people like to people watch, At the airport, I'll sit there sometimes waiting for my flight, and I'll watch a million people walk by me back and forth. It's entertaining. And what they're wearing and what they're moving, and what they're eating, and what they're carrying. It's just all like a mystery. Where are they going? What are they doing?
You can play that Michael Jackson Thriller song to all those people in the back. They will still look good.
Where's that Hindu looking guy?
I'm just surprised by all the loners too. But that guy in the white T-shirt, bro, he's hunting, man. The one with that hat, that black hat, right?
Yeah, I think that guy works there for that production, for that club.
Ah, I see.
I think because he was there in the morning when this guy's sister was DJing earlier in the day. That's all right. She's moving all right. I got Abel in the trance watching this too.
Yeah. Gotta get off this thing.
Yeah, Abel, school us on electrical prayer. Yeah, we'll do a show on energy. I guess we should maybe do that. I want to go party with these people. Do it. It's in Mexico.
Hey, imagine you show up there and that guy in the white shirt and that black hat is still there dancing.
It's still there, right? The water will be entertaining if you were tripping on LSD, just saying.
That's probably why they did that.
I may be old, but I'm not dead yet. I like to go party with them just to show them how to dance. Oh, there you go, Lori. Show them the old school dancing. See, this chick here, she can't dance. I'm telling you. She can't. She's moving, but she got no rhythm.
Well, this couldn't have been too long ago. There's smartphones, right?
Oh, this was, I think it was, let me see, it might say 10 years ago, roughly. Anyway. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I listen to. And if you look up Frankie Knuckles' Boiler Room, he's got a couple of these. That one that we watched a little while ago, that was in New York. He's got one, he does it in London too.
Oh, wow.
In fact, see, there's his sister, this one. That's the other. That's the same place, but it's in the daytime.
Oh, in the day. Awesome.
These are all different boiler rooms areas. You guys know that song? So this one is London. It's not even a club. It's like I don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of a storage silo. It's like a pipe, and there's one row of seating back there, which all the records are underneath those benches or whatever they are.
It's a nice shirt he has. Look at that shirt, bro. You can't find that shirt nowhere. I just saw a tiger moving in the back too. Look at that tiger.
Yeah. Now they had to bring out since he was an amputee, that they needed to bring a chair for him to sit on, or something to sit on.
So he kept going. He kept doing what he loved even after.
Yeah, he did. He was out there for a little while, but just his he didn't take care of his diabetes, man. And that's the crap that happens. It's unfortunate. He lost a leg, and I think he had a heart attack resulting from the diabetes, because of the diabetes or something like that. Anyway, if you know that song, that's a remix. I believe he did the remix. That's Ariana Grande. It's called Baby I. And it doesn't matter to say we do not own the rights to this music, blah, blah. They're going to cut this anyway, so. Frankie Knuckles. Anyway. Anyway, I think we'll call it a night. I gotta unpack.
How long will you be down?
Couple of 3 days, something like that. Not long.
Long enough. Where are you going next?
I'm going to Colorado.
Colorado.
I'll do a full report. I'm expecting to be at the Marriott Hotel. Much better internet.
Then Nebraska, the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. But they're going to remodel the hotel in Nebraska pretty soon, too. So at some point, they'll get updated stuff. All right. Let me put an end to this for the night. There we go.
I stayed in rhythm, though.
Right. It's good stuff, man. Glory, good night. Many of the rumors that rapper Biz Markie passed away. Is that you mean Biz Markie? An hour ago, but I can't go that he's in hospice with significant brain damage. Well, let's find out.
How do I not know who this guy is?
You got what I need.
Oh, okay.
That's him. You know, I don't even know that he was a real rapper. I don't know. Yeah, you know, so there's an article that says Biz Markie has reportedly passed away, and then you click on it and it's gone. Pitchfork says, here, I'll show this to you. Where's Pitchfork? That's Pitchfork. You take off the comment. What the heck? Oh, there it is. So according to Pitchfork, Biz Markie is still alive. Manager confirms amid death rumors on social media. Biz's wife and family are touched by the outpouring of love and admiration from his friends, peers, and friends. Let's see. Rumors spread on social media tonight that New York rap icon Biz Markie has died. Those rumors are not true. Biz Markie is still alive and under medical care. His manager, Jenny Zumi, confirmed in a statement. Many people, including prominent artists like Pharrell, Talib Kweli, shared their reactions. Let's see. So, is he sick? At this time, we ask for your continued thoughts and prayers during this difficult time. The rumors tonight follow reports of health scares in the recent past. Markie was hospitalized in 2020 for an illness related to type 2 diabetes. Okay, he's on his deathbed probably. He's not doing well. Once you got that kind of talk, he's got complications of diabetes. So he just hasn't officially passed away yet. So somebody's trying to jump in on the headline breaking news bit by reporting something that hasn't happened yet. I'm working on that, Brenda. I'm working on it. I'll know in the next couple days. Actually, by the time I head to Colorado, I'll know what my schedule's like. Growing up in Miami, many of the DJs use headphones, but I know the Solomon guy didn't. He did sometimes. He did, and some people don't. I always did. A lot of people don't. It's a weird, it's a funny thing. Do you know who Stephen Hilton is? Stephen Hilton. I believe so. What's with Stephen Hilton? And it's yes, with Frankie, you mean? Yes, if that's what you're talking about. Okay, who's Stephen Hilton? I'm thinking about a different Hilton. Oh, no, I do not know that. Oh, yes, the guy, he's on him and his wife or the girlfriend or wife or whatever. They do a lot of videos, right? Funny videos and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to parting words, Abel?
No, man. I'm just happy to be on tonight. I'm great people, surrounded by great watchers. Bam, you. I mean, it's always an awesome experience.
Good crowd, a lot of good people watching tonight. You guys are all awesome people. Like I said, it wasn't I still am planning a show with the cigar socialite from Florida. Her name is Melanie. I'm going to have her on sometime in the next few days. I'm still trying to find time to. We're going to do a program on depression.
Nice.
We're gonna have that discussion too. So I'm trying to put those couple things together. And as soon as I get settled in Colorado, I will do that. And I think we're calling it a night. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll let you know what the schedule is. Might do a show tomorrow, probably. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Today's Thursday, right?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, we're at tomorrow already. It's already 12:30.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So everyone have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Give my page a like if you haven't done so already. Share my page. Let's get some more likes here. Glad you're back. Hey, buddy. Man, you have some sniffles. You better not get sick. No. Don't even say that word. Taking too much crap. I'm not going to get sick. I'm just tired. That's what I am, is tired. Sleep well, boys. Brenda, thanks for hanging out, hon. We will chat it up in the next few days. Abel, have a good night. You were sick a few days ago.
Oh, yeah.
You're the one who needs to get some sleep. You shouldn't be up this late anyway.
I'm back to normal.
Back to normal. There you go. All right. We're going to call it a night, people. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was fun. I had fun. I could have played that music all night long. So we'll see how Facebook is going to react to this, or YouTube for that matter. They might pull the plug on it. So I'm not going to delete it, but I'm expecting they'll block it. So have a good night, Abel. We'll talk to you later.